The stream is about to start. Grab your favorite drink. Sit back and relax. You're chilling with Hex Asians. With your host, Crypto Vince, Uncle Kevin Hex, and middle class working man.
Hex Asians? Nice.
Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Emotional damage! Give me sushi!
Mindshine milk tea drink. It's supposed to be have a calming effect on you. I don't know whether it will work, but I am trying to calm myself down a little bit. But hey, let's see how things goes. First of all, if you read the title, yeah, I am living in the aftermath of the Typhoon Falcon, or it was known internationally as Typhoon Khanun. If you Google it, you will learn that it caused a lot of damage. And personally, I wasn't directly affected, but it did take down the internet for me for a couple of days, because of which I couldn't stream. So I had to do this live stream so that people know that I had stopped streaming, not because of uh, the hex price being down. Not that I have sold and walked away out of hex like many have so far. So I'm still here, still staked. I still talk only about hex, pulse, and pulse hex. So uh, I am a Richard Hart maximalish. I do dabble in a bit of shitcoins, but I don't promote them or even talk about them. Uh, I see. Let me see if there is anybody in chat. Oh, I see Tin Talk. Nice to see you. Uh, I don't know how he does it. He's in almost all the streams that I usually watch. But maybe he's an AI, or maybe he's truly a Mandalorian using his force. Anyways, so that was the main news from Asia. Typhoon Falcon. Uh, yeah, it caused a lot of damage. But hey, if you look at it from an economic point of view, it's a boon for the economy. So much devastation, around 2.8 million in destruction. We will be needing to rebuild all that. We will be that will be what you call spurring new job growth. There will be more construction. So yeah, good for the economy. I hope you see the irony in it. But of course, this was like wasn't this wasn't like covered in mainstream media as much as the Maui fires are being covered. First of all, yeah, it's it's affecting mainly Japan, Korea, Philippines. So nobody cares about it. But yeah, plus of course the Maui fires were more destructive, which like my heart goes out to those people. But I think like now I've become emotionally numb. Like yeah, people died, but it's all a part of statistics now. Anyways, but that itself was a kind of a big divergence event, like part of the narrative. People are some people believe it was a directed energy weapon. Like I say, like maybe, but what is the probability that it was an energy directed weapon? Energy direct energy by some arson which grab land in those that region, like which one makes more sense? But either way, whatever the cause was doesn't negate the fact that it was destructive. Anyways, Tintop is saying Tinton top is definitely AI that is all in on Richard Hart products. Same here, man. Same here. Uh, so yeah. Speaking of which, I even though I like seeing my face on the screen, I would like to change the screen a bit and share, as usual, my excellent TA chart for a hex. Let me share. Let's see. Uh, hmm, Not this way. Yeah, this layout. I prefer this layout. So this is the hex TA chart using the Uniswap V2 price on Ethereum. Why am I using such an old chart? Because it is the oldest chart we know. So it has better or smoother curves to it, I guess. And hey guys, I told you that there was going to be a event kind of on 19th of July. uh, and I remember, if you watch this stream, I mentioned the date specifically. And since then we have dropped about 60% in price. Now this is on the Ethereum side. I think it's a little less on the Pulse chain side. And uh, again, even though the prices are different, they are moving quite closely related to each other. So any yeah, see, we call it testing. Uh, how now? In the Indian proverb for it is Shitavarna Bhatachi Pariksha, but it's like testing the rice using a few grains. So like this price chart is kind of reflective of all the other in the so yeah, we have seen a downside to the about wait a minute, how do I delete this? Yeah, so yeah, the Bullinger bands are expanding again, but this time the price is moving downwards. And let's see what the MACD says. MACD is kind of looking upwards, but it is like crossed over to the upside, but it is still way below midline. So it's not a clear indicator. So it's not very bullish. I hope like these are giving mixed signals, so I hope the price kind of bottoms out in this range, but I'm not sure because there is still a lot of FUD going on, and things were supposed to be good for Hex haven't turned out as good. Plus, there is Hexicans are buying into them. So, Kintop is saying, I'm not sure we can have any natural disasters anymore. People will blame the deep state for everything that happens. So true, man. So true. Like, you, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, yeah. It's all part of the political narrative. Like getting people riled up. They need to against a common enemy, even though it's they may be like uh, the true enemy. Uh, will sorry, the this chart doesn't look as bad as the others. Glad I waited on my DCA. Yeah, see that the thing regarding DCA is you don't wait for it or hurry it up. Like you are. It's about discipline. You do it on a regular period, irrespective of the chart, how it is supposed to work. But usually it's like on a periodic basis, be it weekly, bi-monthly or monthly. So yeah, depending on your time frame, you can choose to DCA according to your choice. I'll stop sharing this chart. I wanted to bring up the pulse chain and pulse X charts, but they are oops. Um, is by mistake. If you guys are can hear me now, can you type some? Let me. Uh, uh, Pulse in gopulse.com. Gopulse. Yeah, sorry for the choppy internet. Hey, it's a feature, not a bug, I would say. Like, oh, nice to see free speech here. Thanks for joining. I was thinking I would be speaking to myself on the stream. Apparently, yeah, people do listen. Uh, all I can say and so far we have burned about 370 billion pulsex, which is 0.259 of the whole supply. There is the incentive token, and uh, which is also burned by a coin built on in if you are buying a separate coin, which means, but overall, like buying the coin which or whose price do want to increase directly is much more effective. And I'm back. Uh, sorry. Let's see if anybody is somebody is still watching. So let's see, what was I talking about? Yeah, there is going to pulse chain is working fine as it fine. We've got a new website for Hex staking, or a new front end developed by Hex Toys. It's called hexcrypto.com. I am not personally using it because right now uh, I'm still, like, all my hex is already staked. I am not buying any right now because I don't have funds, liquid funds to buy any. So prefer the go.hex website, uh, which also was updated, and it's quite fast. But the only advantage that hexcrypto.com has is it supports Wallet Connect 2.0, which, like, mm, see, that is only helpful if you are using a wallet other than MetaMask. Um, so, which itself I kind of don't advise. I prefer you use MetaMask with a hardware wallet, um, which is, like, it's the industry leader. So I if you want to try out these features, you can. There are uh, I am not even going to mention any other wallet which you can use to connect using Wallet Connect to. But if you are using Opera browser, I don't know if anybody does use it any time, but that Opera browser is kind of near and dear to my heart because it was one of the earliest mobile web browsers that worked seamlessly on, what was that? What was a 2G internet called? I think it was called a WAP. W. I forgot the now. Don't think about the other WAP, but uh, uh, I forgot web something protocol. Uh, yeah. So Opera browser has its own wallet built in if you are on mobile, and that uses uh, Wallet Connect to connect with websites, which is, so if you are using that, you can use the hexcrypto.com. But overall, it's a good to have feature, not a must have feature. Mm, any new things being built noteworthy? Like, we already talked about all the other dexes. Mm, yeah, they are good for the Pulse chain ecosystem, but haven't really been of much help. It only created a division in the community. So overall, not net negative. Like, I see a lot of builders building new stuff, but I still wonder why nobody built a front end for PulseX with limit orders. Like, and it's not that difficult to do. Like, there is already an open source protocol that allows it to be done. uh, like, I was planning to do it myself, but uh, see, the problem is not building the uh, front end itself, it's making it secure. Like, and not just making it secure, it's making people believe that it is secure. That's the difficult part, because I tell you, like, from my experience, if I if I say I'm launching a website, I know even those who are near close to me in the community will call me a scammer for launching my website and all those things. Then I will have to get a party audit, like which is, again, I've said this. It's like and a third party audit is it's like a bad bra. It leaves you well rounded but not pointing anywhere. Rather, it's kind of useless, because it doesn't really mean you're secure. Plus, or if I want to bypass getting a third party audit, I have to pay the Pulse police. Not I don't mean literally pay, but I have to get after them to get things reviewed, and like, hopefully they will put out a positive review, which they don't for most of the things. Or the worst of all, like that, who, the shittiest of shittiest security website, uh, b9.xyz. What a what a scam! What a scam! Like, you, they they don't even have their own writers to publish content on their website, and they are giving their tokens for copy pasting contents from other hacker news websites to their website. Like, why should that token be worth anything? Uh, like, yeah, it can be a, like a, what can you say, a medal of honor, yeah, if you are posting something worth something that helps in security, but which you yourself have posted created. But uh, but the thing is, like, overall, people who bought that token lost money. And there was I know there is the so-called security expert of the community who promoted that token. So now I have the right to call you a scammer. But Tintop says, I won't call you a scammer until you launch coin with a sacrifice. The the sad part is, even those who do that aren't being called scammers. Like, tons, and millions have been sacrificed to these tokens with no sign of development. No, at least show something on your GitLab, or if you are mainstream GitHub, like, your GitHub repo should be updated. You should at least be doing developers should be talking about something. Zero development after receiving millions in sacrifice. Like, that, those words from the documentary, like, resonate every time I see this. Like, see, Richard had saying, like, if you listen to everybody who talks like me in crypto, you'll probably get scammed. And that's what happened. Like, people thought, like, because Richard had did it, like, it's safe to follow anyone who does that. Like, I hope they are able to recover their fund, but it's your karma. Like, your deeds, whatever you get, are your fruits. I hope you do get recompensated. The Yeah, which also reminded me about development. Now, if you have been listening to been on Twitter, like you, I hope somebody must have made you aware that Hedron are updating their protocol. So there will be a there won't be a new token. I think they're launching a new token, which will be called icosahedron. So you will need to upgrade your Hedron tokens and Icosa tokens to icosahedron. They are still in development, and that way you will be. I don't know what, like, they did suggest the only big feature that I remember is that so there will be this one token which will be you will be able to use to buy, rather pay for auctions or HSIs, mm, the what are currently known as HSI NFTs, or hex staking instances will be called hex mining instances, uh, and they will be tokenized by default. So if you stake through their contract, you will know, you will have to, what we need currently to do is tokenize the contract to create an NFT. That will be done by default, and those NFTs can be auctioned up. Like you can borrow them, sell them to the ICOSA contract, blah blah blah. I hope like you guys are aware of this. So you will be able to buy those using just the new icosahedron tokens, which is a good thing in one way, but overall, I don't think it is going to be much big difference. It will be a buy, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing again. Some people will be able to arbitrage some of those tokens. Now, the big problem it is going to have is the what called the pooled tokens for Hedron Poly, which will likely break because of it. So they are working on a workaround for it. Uh, Hopefully, I'll keep you updated. See, I got a lot of Hedron free. Therefore, I'm not going to shit talk about it. But overall, it has not been a good project for Hex price specifically. That is, it has not been price positive for Hex, mainly because a lot of HSIs coming are being auctioned. So instead of buying Hex, which causes price to go up, people are buying HSIs either through new money or through what they have earned from staking Hex previously. So in a way, it has been like staked long term, but it is not good for the Hex price as a whole. So I don't like it as much. Plus, I thought about it, like consider it as an option, like an futures and options trade kind of thing. Like it is in overall, like Hedron itself is like a put option, be, rather because you can borrow it again and sell it and then buy it lower to pay off the loan. So it's like a self shorting kind of mechanism. Plus it has I don't know why. Like, yeah, I understood that they wanted to do it for so that the small stakers get a large amount of coins, but now the number is crazy large. Uh, like, maybe if they had done the calculations using T shares instead of B shares, like, first of all, I don't like the term B shares itself. Like B for bitch, but I would have said another word which starts with B. But anyways, um, y- yeah, if they had gone off of T shares, maybe the overall market cap would have been lower, or maybe like fewer coins people would have bought into the scarcity aspect of it. But mm, not useful at all. At a personal level, I'm happy I was able to snipe off some HSIs on the auction. But overall, yeah. I see new people joining the in chat. Nice to hear you. Hey, Crypto King. Boom. Nice to see you. The shout, shout out to me for keeping this channel alive. Uh, see, I am going to crack a severely racist joke now, but because it's against Indians as well, so I am allowed to do it. Like, this channel is like a Chinese electronic. Like, the Chinese guys made it, and it was not expected to last this long. So they don't come on the channel themselves. But like a stingy Indian, you continues to use it despite of it being broken. I would, if I offended you guys, uh, hope they are listening. Uh, come back to the channel and take control. But till then, I'm going to use it anyways. But hey, shout out to Crypto King, because I have forgot to download those images. He had a meetup with some fellow Hexicans in Japan. I think it was Bluebum and someone else. If you follow Crypto King on Twitter, then you will like to uh, just give that a thumbs up on Twitter. But what was I saying? That's the other thing. Like, this bear market has made even more clear. There is this old Indian song, "Sukh ke sab saathi, dukh mein na koi," which means everybody is your buddy during the good times, uh, but nobody is there with you during the bad times, which also kind of like, I remember when this channel was being aired on, or this show was being aired on the Discourse Syndicate with around 10,000, like, I think it when we first started streaming, I think it was like Discourse Syndicate had around 5 or 6K channel followers. Then the it shot up to around 10K, which are right. uh, so when we had 10,000 followers, we had a lot of people ready to join the Hex Asians. Hey, I'm Hex Asian. Mm, and now when we stopped streaming on that channel, no, I'm too busy. This channel is not worth my time to be streaming on. Uh, and I know. So, anyways, I'm going to continue as long as I can. I don't know how long. I did message middle class working man who is the owner of this channel to let me set it up correctly on YouTube. Please, at least give me the management key. I can stream using my StreamYard instead of this one. By the way, not a sponsor, but I really recommend if you are planning on streaming, StreamYard is a good option. If you are poor, you are poor on technology skills, there are better OB, like there are multiple tools that are available. I if I I wanted to stream using Streamlabs, but I can't do it on this channel. It has multiple options. Then there is OBS. Then there are, but this is uh, easiest to understand, I guess. I think I've ranted enough. Do you guys have anything special to talk about? Like we talked about Maui fires, we talked about the cyclone that happened. Anything price as usual. Oh, nice to see you, Ahmad. Long time no see. Yes, sorry, my internet too bad. Like I had posted the link to this live stream saying that the streams have been delayed due to typhoon, because my internet was kind of down. Like the I didn't have the bandwidth to be streaming. I did join a couple of Twitter spaces trying to do that, but hey, how have you been? How has the bear market been treating you? Please let me know. I I was talking to some oh, not someone, like it was inviting freedom, I guess. So I had joined in one of the Twitter spaces, and like she was like, "Yeah, I'm feeling really low." Yeah, and I guess that's the case. Like the everybody is having the bear market blues, or or if you have seen the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's, what we call she called the Aubrey Hepburn, the character. I forget the character in that movie. Like she calls it the Scarlet Reds, worse worse than the Monday Blues. Like when you know everything is wrong, but you feel everything is wrong, but you don't know what it is, and you're feeling low. I feel that kind of low in general in the community. Plus being we are being divided by shit coins, and I don't know how keep people keep falling for it. Anyways, yeah, thanks. Yeah, look, like a wise man, I live on top of a hill, so I'm quite safe. Just the internet is conky, but uh, I, like mentally, I think I'm not kind of nice, right? Like overall, uh, you have to admit that seeing your portfolio drop 95% is something. Yeah, it doesn't like my overall life hasn't been affected because they are numbers on a computer, but it does hurt, man. Like it does hurt. And it, if you guys have seen that video of Richard Hart uh, all teary eyed on Ivan on text stream, like I get that, man. Like I get to why he would be in such a position. Like even though I, even though this is temporary, like we will have a bull market sooner or later. By but yeah, seeing your portfolio down is not good. But what has hurt me most is like I trusted a few people to be like, if not uh, hex maximalist, at least be promoting only hex. But they have started shilling other shit coins, and I am not. Ahmed Ahmed is saying I'm hunkering down in the bear market. The SSU is you giving me FUD, but I am holding my ground, buying more pulse and hex and putting it in Fux. Yeah. Um, my strategy was kind of simple. Yeah, all my hex is staked. Some of it is in liquidity pools on PulseX, Farming Inc. The rest of the tokens, like 5% of my Pulse is uh, and PulseX are in liquidity pools on PulseX. Again, Farming Inc. Rest of them are in a cold wallet. I'm not going to touch them till not even 2025. I i am planning to start my validators running, maybe in a couple of months when I get back to India, maybe. But yeah, as for buying, uh, I usually do it on a quarterly basis, so I will let you guys know, or rather I will try and fund the price so I can buy cheaper. Yeah, free speech. Yeah, not good to see. Thinking about a second jab at this. Sorry, I think he means second job at this point. Yeah. Mm, second job, like whatever, man. I don't think you should be like doing a second job specifically to buy more into investment. Like uh, what's uh, I think like I what's that poem? What is life if full of care? We'd have no time to stand and stare. Like so basically, what's the use of having all that money if you don't have the time to spend that money? Yeah, you can say you are building for your future generations, but let the future generations handle themselves. Like de-stress yourself first, which is I am kind of trying to think about. Like I had this I read this book. No, not read this. I listened to this audiobook, a case for a leisure society. I think one of the co-authors is my favorite authors, like David Graeber, and he's like, um, see, what is this point of like working so hard? Like we have increased productivity, say if you are you have a factory producing paper clips, and you bring in new instruments by which your productivity becomes twofold, then why should the workers be working, like producing double the amount of paper clips? Like there is only going to be so much demand for paper clips. Maybe if the workers started working less, it would be fruitful, like for the society as a whole. Like they maybe they will have some time to enjoy. But it's a very nice book. I will share it on Twitter if you guys follow on Twitter or me. But again, I went on a tangent, but my point was uh, instead of getting a second job, maybe have some lifestyle adjustments and live a bit of a more chilled life. Hey, but this is my point of view. It's up to you. If you want more money, you have to work for it. Ahmed says, yeah, it is a bit sad to see some maximalists starting their own coins. Yeah, so basically, they weren't maximalists to begin with. Oh, the but who am I to say? As long as they don't wreck others. Uh, yeah, I've done that to have a cut right back. Mm, yeah, so everybody has their own choices. Yeah, like see, Ahmed, what was I talking about? Yeah, I don't mind you guys or anybody starting their own coin, but if you are doing something innovative, something new, something that brings uh, innovation and prosperity for everyone, then it's of course a good for the whole ecosystem. But most of them are making meme coins, which now I think there is gopals.com. It allows you to do that with a click of a few buttons. Like there were already other websites that allowed you to do that, but uh, I, I like, I pray even those who bought those meme coins, like don't lose too much, because overall it affects everybody uh, in a negative way. So that was around that. Hmm. So what else do I have to talk about? Yeah, meme coins. Shit. The other thing, what else? Something new coming up. Oh, nice to see you, Finbear. Thanks. Amazing thumbnail. Yeah, sometimes the image generator generates a very good image. Uh, like AI is being very, is really powerful, man. That is a it reminds me of a painting you used to have. So that's the thing. All this AI generated art is being trained on art that has already existed. So it only regurgitates what it already knows. So yeah, it may free speech. Going to nature is a good for the soul. I have found definitely. Um, Yeah, go out and touch the grass, touch the grass, or polish some bush. Either way. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, yeah. The so it took me around less than 5 minutes to generate this thumbnail using AI image generator, which is free. I think Microsoft Edge has it built in, and of course, if you are using Windows, it's free. I think you need to just needed to register. So that was yeah. So it it really, and yes, AI is revolutionary, and people are, yes, it's going to take our jobs. Like, but really, if you think about it, like, I am pro, I am fully pro AI, because I have said this multiple times. Like, I have given up on humanity a long time ago, so I am pro AI. And why should humans be doing this kind of unproductive work? Like, sitting there doing the same things again. You can like delegate it to AI, and people can be doing something more productive, like basically making playing badminton. I hope our regular listeners are aware of this internal meme. If you don't, it's okay. Nice to see you, Red Squirrel. Uh, what was I talking about? Yeah, AI is a powerful tool. I am pro AI. But what if it becomes rogue and goes after humanity? Like, if it does, all the better, according to me. Uh, but it really can't. It really can't. Like, there are, like, it has its own limitations. Like, it can't even draw fingers properly, yeah, kind of thing. But that's which, again, I was talking about a case for a leisure society. Like, if half our jobs are taken away by AI, maybe it would be a good thing. People would have more time to enjoy the fruits of what they are making, and half of the things that people do make are kind of unproductive, or not used at all. Like, example, you say food production. I would say it's the best thing that anybody can do. But if you look at the statistics, like 30% of the food that is generated is wasted. So 30% of the all the labor is wasted. Oh, why should we be doing that? uh, eh, eh. But you know, my consp- I won't say conspiracy theory, but my hypothesis is why there is such bad mouthing of AI is that AI, the first job it will take away is middle management. You know, what do middle managers do? Like, it's what do you say? In the book of the phenomena of bullshit jobs, David Graeber calls these jobs as taskmasters. That means supervising tasks which don't need supervision. Like, if like if somebody is going to write a report, then they are going to write a report irrespective of whether they are being monitored or not. This is what middle managers usually do. Like they don't do anything productive. Rather, most of middle management, it does is just create reports uh, of random useless statistics that are which may or may not even be looked at by a higher management. So my expectation is, or uh, hypothesis is, AI is going to take away middle management jobs, and that is why it is the most uh, like talked against in media, because half of the media jobs would be gone if that is done. And anyways, free speech is saying, I went to the gym before for an easy moderate workout, damn nearly threw up. Man, I am so unfit compared to what I used to be. I got to get back in shape also. Yes. Mm, yes. So I I haven't been to, so that is why I kind of perpetually avoid going to the gym. But I get you. I should start as well. Maybe I will start by the end of the month, or maybe the new moon, like week when in maybe in the Burr months. Just but yeah, it's what usually happens when you go to the gym after a long time. You like you get overexcited and overworked out and this kind. But don't let that be a kind of a negative feedback for you. Start off slow. Yeah, goal for this year. Fitness should all. It's always should be the goal. Another goal for if AI gets too crazy, just unplug it. Uh, yeah, that is also a thing. But what if there aren't any physical switches? That could also be a thing, right? Like, like uh, smartphones nowadays, you could like mm, you could use headphones. Now you can't. Must you have connectivity, or that is a very bad example. But anyways, we were talking about Finbear stopped commenting, which means he is probably in his sauna, listening quietly in the background, which reminded me, yeah, the other channel I usually stream on, Hex Guild. They did a stream just couple of days back regarding the hurricanes coming. Go watch it. I am finding it difficult to stream on that channel. Like somehow somehow I am awake till 2:33 so that I am able to stream, and then I like fall asleep like narcolepsy almost. Like I would forget that I am supposed to wake up, but hopefully I will do this next week. Uh, uh, have you seen the movie? Which movie are you talking about? There were a couple of movies uh, regarding AI. My If you are talking about the Matrix, oh, the highest of stakes. Sadly, it is still not available in my region. I I did have the opportunity to see it, the pirated version, but uh, uh, but I refused to do that. I will like mainly because it was a, camera version. I would I will pirate it when a good DVD rip is available. I'm yeah. A lot of people are still waiting. Mm. Look, man, I but from what I am like, uh, Davin or Eco Builder did a review of the movie, which I find kind of a neutral review from a Hexican perspective. Like, yeah, it's a good, nice to watch if you are a Hexican. Like, kind of helps rallying the troops, but I don't think it has much effect on those like who are who haven't hadn't bought a hex already to be buying hex. So overall, it hasn't done. Yeah, like Ahmed, not available in that. It's not available anywhere. It was only screened like officially. It's not available anywhere. It will be. It was screened in the US. I think it's still being done, and now it would be will be available in the UK. But yeah, even then, hopefully, we will have it on Netflix or some other streaming platform. I or maybe just launch it on a separate website as pay-per-view. Like we can do that as well. Like there are a lot of Mexicans who would be willing to pay a couple of bucks at least to watch it. But that's the thing. It's mostly Mexicans who are watching it. It's not the general public. So yeah, many people like even my friends showed interest in watching it, but I was like, I myself haven't watched it. No, I don't know if I can recommend watching it. What is free? Lol. We went and watched Harry Potter the other day with a live orchestra playing the whole time. I was like, this is. I wish, man. Oh, uh, that happened like it kind of happened to me once. Like we went into the wrong movie theater. Like I, me and my cousins went to watch, I think, what movie was it? uh yeah, Batman versus Superman. It was being shown in two theater, like two screens at the same time on different levels. One was a 3D version and one was a IMAX 3D, which is like a curved screen, I guess. So we entered the IMAX theater instead of our tickets were for normal 3D, and we sat there for a couple of, and the IMAX movie was ending, like, and we were like, hey, this is what's going on? Why is the movie like ending right now? And then we realized and ran away. But eh, fun experience, man. Finbear is painting his basement till where it will be where the chickens come in for the winter. Nice. Unlike the Swiss, my kids don't go missing when I remodel the. I I don't understand this Scandinavian joke, but it just sounds funny, man. Where was I? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, we were at, but thank you, all of you guys who tuned in. Um, I hope I will be able to do this again next week. If not, maybe later. If I so please try and like and subscribe and mm, wait, Ahmed commented something happened to me too. Someone said that I was in the state. I was confused. Asked what movie is this all showing. I was so embarrassed when I told them it was not the movie I want to watch. uh, yeah, man, this shit happens. But hey, it's all good. It's all's well that ends well. So, saying that, I am going to end this live stream with our favorite song, even though Pulse Chain is out already, but this song will always continue staying close to my heart. Anyways, see you guys next week. Ciao.
आय बदन से पहले माता चूड़ी माला दिए मोबाइल बॉडी भांगा दिए बदाम मोबाइल बॉडी बिलो पासी से कदम तत समान समान बादाम